This is the kill, bro. This is the Mr. Swat. He sells newspaper subscriptions. Is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers. Yes. Look at this dude, bro. You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Okay. You finna get into the action. I was going door to door selling subscriptions I saw. And when I saw a man fleeing an apartment, I thought he must be in a hurry. He left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I called in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. Hold on, you just said you didn't want to step in. I went to a nearby park and tried a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Hold on. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. It was at 1. But if we go back, the time of death was around 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Swatch used was one of those. Your Honor, we have record of the background. What we have to do is find the evidence that contradicts his part of his testimony. Door to door. Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment at common sight? Okay, we're gonna press everything he says to try to get some evidence out of him. I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna press the next one. I think I'm gonna press the last piece of evidence because he said it was at 1, but on the autopsy report it said she died between 5 and 6. Okay, if we look at the autopsy report, time of death 5. Yeah, we present this because if she died, because he's claiming that she died around 1 or earlier than 1. When here, the official autopsy report says she died between 4 and 5. So we're gonna present this in objection. Wait, we got an objection? Objection! Yes, it was 1 p.m. For certain. Buddy, you're lying! Frankly, I find that hard to believe due to this autopsy report done by professional, trained officials claim that she died at 4 p.m. to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? You see, he's starting to sweat. Oh wait. Oh, that. Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Swatch, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, right? Ooh, wow, they complimented me? Oh, you want me to?
Oh my God.
Care to give your testimony again? Testimony part 2. Time of discovery. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh. You see, found the body. I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching off a gay program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry. So you telling me you walking from an apartment to a whole public park, you didn't see not one watch, not one phone, Don't payphones tell you the time before you pick them up and call somebody? Cross-examination. Time of discovery. Okay, let's look through our evidence first. I really want to know what time the power went out. Because if the power went out, how was she playing stuff on the TV? You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was a body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, at least. Of all. Wait, so you had a watch, but you had the no. At least of all my, he had a watch on, but didn't look at the. Like when I'm on the payphone while it's dialing, I'm like, okay. So shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest that he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. Okay, but the power was out. When the music stopped, that means you cooked. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or video. Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Swat? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. What? Wait, I remember now. Alright, bro, you can't do this in court, bro. Mr. Swat, the court will prefer you hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. The constant corrections are harming your credibility. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear it. The time I saw it. You saw a clock. I guess that could explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Didn't hear it, I saw it. Alright. Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? Well, I don't think this might be right. But oh, it is right. But that doesn't make sense to me. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. That's what I'm saying. It's a statue. That's what I was like. That's why I was so confused. Like that's such a you know what I'm saying?
We do not care.
Now how is it supposed to be a clock? What? With your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Swat. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. Wait, hold on. The neck is a switch.
Just tilt it and it says the time out loud. Well, did he activate it, little boy?
It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted that as a statue. My apologies.
See, that's what we not finna do in this law of court. You know what I'm saying? You come in my courtroom with all these contradictions and all these lies. You only put in that chair. So the murder weapon. So you're going for this, Your Honor? You're going for this? Like, bro. At this point, the statue might as well have been a fish, bro. It appeared the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. What? Do you have any problem with this testimony? Yes, my boy. The only way he could have known the weapon is a clock is if he held it in his hand. Any witness that he never entered. Oh my gosh. Dude, he knew it was a clock because he went in there and he's lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do it better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That's the sound you got. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swat. Sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, that voice was burnt into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless?
Baseless.
Just look at the witness's face.
You strike the victim with the clock.
I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw.
Oh my God!
Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death.
This dude just ripped his wig off. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? I don't think the batteries would do anything. I feel like if we just tried the sound of the clock. Your Honor, if I may have the clock. I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That is certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell what time it is now?
It is 11:25. Heck.
As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours behind. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Swat heard, and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Swat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing.
Oh, what is he talking about?
It may seem the clock that's running very slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Cause you said you heard the time, but the actual time of the death was 4, which was 3 hours behind. Oh my God. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. It means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, a criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Sorry, Larry. What? Oh! They coming in clutch! Listen up, Mr. Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That must mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't you waste time doubting facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason. You have all your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock should be 3 hours slow? I definitely can. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere to prove it. I can prove it, Mr. Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was running so low on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim. So I'm thinking the only thing we can use, because it's not, I'm thinking it's the passport and that she brought it with her in Paris. So, oh, that's it. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there. It's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours ahead. The victim had reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard you struck her head in the apartment is proof enough for you, Mr. SWAT? Or do I say Mr. Did It? The music in this game is fire, by the way. This dude passed out? Well, in this case, a certain turn that was definitely differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client,
He was arrested. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Hey, first case. Bro, this is my first case, bro. Good job in there. Ooh, you want to go get some dinner? You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I've seen a trial and on such a satisfying note. My life, it's over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Sydney Wendy's gone, man. Forever. Larry, she was a thought. Congratulations, Harry. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. You know, it's a good place to go get some food, get some dinner. You know what I'm saying, with the bay. Ooh, why she looking at me like that? Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh! And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, thanks. It's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me unless you count the clock he gave me." So bro didn't get paid? Oh, my bad. I didn't know it then, but the clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I would be able to keep. Bro, yes sir, we got our first trial done. Put somebody in that cell, man. Hey man, I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in to the Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Became an actual lawyer today. You know, and it was a really intriguing game, bro. That game was really fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed it just as much as I did. And I hope y'all want to see more of it, because I really want to play it again on the channel. But as always, I love y'all boys, and I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. And as always, see y'all in the next one, man.
Jump